Welcome to The Scoop
with Stuart
and Sherry, coming at you from Aunt Betty's Studios in Carson City, Nevada.
from First Presbyterian Church, where we are opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond. Hello, welcome back to The Scoop, today with Sherry and Randall. Yes, Stuart is actually taking a little break visiting family, so that's wonderful. We're happy for him.
Yeah, I hope the weather's nice up there for him.
I'm sure it's cooler, and he's probably not liking that. He'd probably be in the warmer weather, but it's okay. Anyways, glad to have you here today. We are talking about celebrating the 4th, and I think that we're doing a good job here.
Oh yeah, I love the 4th of July.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
My favorite has got to be the fireworks.
Yeah, and I suppose they are having those in Carson this year again. Mills Park?
Out at Centennial Park.
Centennial Park, okay.
Yeah, I know where to park for that. But apart from all of this, you have on a very iconic looking shirt. This is really interesting, and I have to know why you're wearing a tomato.
Well, every year, me and my wife Sherry, we have a nice garden, and she loves the carrots, and I love tomatoes. And last year we had so many tomatoes that we kept canning. And we would go camping, we'd come back, and we'd have to can again. And then before we'd leave for camping, we had to can, and then we'd get back. So as kind of a joke, or I don't know, to recognize that, I bought matching shirts for me and her to can in. So this is my canning shirt.
Did she appreciate that?
Well, she doesn't. Yeah, she enjoyed that. However, she does not like it when we wear the same kind of colors or clothes.
Okay.
Now, this shirt in particular, if you notice, it's kind of got a 3D effect. See how it see how it's rounded right in here?
Oh gosh.
And it kind of rounds that way too. Now, I suspect when I was a younger guy.
Last year, did that kind of ruin some of the fun because it became such a chore?
It was to get started. It was kind of like not fun. But once we get into that, we're just clicking along.
Yeah. So now
I get music going, and we're cooking tomatoes, cutting tomatoes, jars, and the whole works. And at the end of the day, you have these nice, beautiful jars of different tomatoes, and I'm down to 1 jar from last year.
Oh, and so how is it going this year? Same sort of crop, big crop like that?
Well, I went from 6 tomato plants down to 4.
Okay.
And I replaced those 2 with tomatillas.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to see how that works.
Are you going to make some salsa maybe?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, lots of peppers and things.
Yeah.
So,
how are your gardens going? What have you got planted? Tell us about it. We'd like to know.
And I do enjoy garden talks. I talk a lot of congregation folks about gardening. So tell me your stories. We are right on the edge of having a couple of ripened tomatoes. Some people already have them. So we're really close now to have some wonderful tomatoes. Sherry tried one, but it wasn't ripe.
Ooh. Oh, that had to be so acidic.
Yeah, well, anyway.
All right, well, we have a little garden ourselves, but talk to this guy, gardening, if you want to.
Yeah, because we can have fun with it.
Okay, well, I want to give a shout out. And there are so many people today that we could shout out to, and I just rather pick like one group of people. This is a small group of people, and I would like to shout out to Stuart and Joe and Paul, who spent a few hours Saturday night with Restauracion's praise team. They were getting themselves set up, and it's different from ours, and it just took a lot of extra time, and that's just a lot of extra effort. So I want to say thank you to all 3 of you for putting in that time, because we really enjoyed that.
That was a great service. I enjoyed that so much. Just the music, everything was just, as usual, it's always a good service.
Right. But it's nice to
fun.
Have the young people up there, and we're talking about how could we make this more of a regular thing, and so that's pretty exciting. But before that, what's coming up this Sunday?
We have Fun Day coming up. Now that is quite an event for the younger folks, as well as some of the older folks that want to get out and have some fun in the sun.
That would be me.
with water balloons, water sprinklers. I don't know. They have a slip and slide, whatever that's available.
So we have, for the littler ones, we have a small splash pad. I've had a request for a bigger one. I'm looking at that, but that might wait till maybe next year. But anyways, for the little ones, we have a small splash pad, and we have a little pool, like a little plastic pool. It's only about this big around, and a sprinkler. For the older ones, there's all the water balloons.
Oh yeah.
And the young ones can have water balloons too, but what we're going to do is we're going to split them and have the older side with the water balloons and the younger side, because there's such a difference in ability of throwing. We want everybody to have fun. So
I'm sure no one would dare throw any water balloons at you.
there is one person who particularly enjoys throwing water balloons at me. I go out there and I get drenched, just drenched. But I come prepared.
I'm sure you would never throw any back.
No, never. Definitely not with the amount of accuracy as what is thrown at me. But it's all in good fun. We come out just dripping wet. And so if you have anybody visiting this weekend with, literally anybody, but if you have any kids, we actually do have some extra towels here. All I need to know is, hey, are you going to stay? And I'll bring them down. Let them get wet. Let them have fun. It'll be warm, and it'll just be a lot of fun.
Now, those balloon sets that you were collecting, you can hook a hose to that? And
correct.
It fills them all up at once?
So what it has is it has a nozzle that you hook onto the water tap, and it has all these straws coming off of it, and each one of them has a water balloon rubber banded to the end.
Oh, okay.
And you get a tub and you fill it partway with water, and you start filling up your balloons, and as they get heavier, they drop off into the water, and they already have the rubber band. They just drop off the straws. It's really cool. And so you just get a bunch. It's so quick. I mean, I remember being a kid, and you wanted to play water balloons, but it was an effort because you had to fill each one up individually. This makes it easy. Lots of
fun. And what a great memories for the children and the older kids to have something fun like that.
Exactly.
I mean, and it's probably going to be a little hot, so that's even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, you may have noticed, but I'm just going to do a reminder that for the month of July, our office hours are 9 to 1. And so whether it's walk-ins or telephone calls, that is only happening between the hours of 9 and 1. This is an effort to attempt to get caught up. Ha ha. we
still have phones.
Yes, but we won't answer them. We won't. We're busy.
Yeah.
In a very, very good way. We're busy, and we just need to be able to come up for air. So shortened hours for July. We'll be back to regular hours in August.
Pastor's Bible study is taking a break during July and August, so I guess they'll proceed again or start up again.
Correct.
In
September 3rd. Yep, but he definitely needs some time away, time with family. There's vacations involved and study and prepping for the next one. He and I were talking about that, and he's got some great ideas, so you will have things to look forward to.
Yeah, I know that when you're teaching, there's a lot of time and prepper. I know you know the story. So there's a lot there.
Yeah, most of the time happens in preparation. Most of it is preparation. When you get to the class and you're teaching, if you're fully prepared, it makes that experience so much easier. And so we're glad to give Ian a little time to also catch his breath and also get to spend some family time and make some memories. So that's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, now this one you know all about, coming up real soon. I am not making that comment. No.
That's what makes these tomatoes round.
That would be the pot calling the kettle black. No, that's not what I meant.
This is about my T-shirt.
Are you going to make tomato ice cream?
No.
That'd be it is a fruit.
I've heard of garlic ice cream.
I think you could. I think you could do it. But anyway. The ice cream social is coming up on July 19th. Now it's going to start at 5 p.m., but if you are bringing ice cream to be judged, we need it to the kitchen by 4:15. That way our judges have time to actually taste everything and make a good decision on that. So we'll have a sign-up sheet and a narthex. I will make sure that is down there for you this Sunday. You can start signing up. Now, if you don't want to bring a judged ice cream, but you're thinking, just I'll bring some extra ice cream, you can buy some at the store. That'd be fine, and bring some, but we are really looking forward to those homemade ice creams. Now
the store-bought, do you repackage it?
No. My goodness. I was just about to say, didn't you win the ice cream social?
I did. So, I was very lucky to get it.
What flavor was that?
Oh, it was a caramel pretzel.
Yum.
Flavor. They had that in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This one place, and
you thought you'd recreate it. I hear you. Listen, I'm not supposed to have dairy, so that kind of takes ice cream out for me.
No.
But I love ice cream and an ice cream cone and all of that.
Now it looks like there's also going to be some hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yes. So please, Linda Ritter needs some help. She needs help with prep, setup, grilling, serving, tearing down, cleanup. We will have hamburgers and hot dogs, and of course the community band. We always enjoy the community band. They use our facilities for practice during the summer. And so to thank us for that, they play a concert for us.
Oh, yeah.
And we really love that. But we do need those volunteers. So please talk to Linda. Maybe I'll stick an extra sign-up sheet next to the ice cream sign-up sheet saying volunteering, and we'll go from there. But
yeah, you'll need some judges also.
Well, I need to see.
That's going to be a hard job.
Yeah. Are you volunteering?
Well,
or are you going to make some ice cream?
I'm probably going to be grilling.
Oh, okay.
I'm just guessing.
You're welcome. I mean, I'm not going to twist your arm, but I have to see who last year's winners were, and I need to approach them first because we've kind of
those are the judges.
Yeah, well, that was Sandy Hatchell. That was her idea. If you win, then next year you judge. So I need to reach out to them first and see if they're going to be available.
Oh, great
And then
idea.
we'll go from there.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Well, I think I'll be able to do some grilling. We shall see.
That would be wonderful. Big help, big help. Linda, we got you a griller.
Okay, let me confirm it.
You could still make an ice cream, though.
Okay, we'll see on that, too. Boy, I tell you what, that's fun to do, but it's, the calories. I don't skimp on anything when I make homemade ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Why would you? Full cream, full sugar, eggs, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's the other exciting thing happening in the summer?
Well, there's been lots and lots of discussion about the Aces game, and it's finally getting closer and closer.
Yes.
August 17th at 1:05 p.m. after church. I guess we have a caravan leaving here.
Not really a caravan, but
group of cars.
I mean, yeah.
And if you still want tickets, they're available for $24 each.
Yes.
So, and I believe you said that we have a shaded area this year?
We do. We're on the third base line.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, I quizzed you about baseball, and I'm curious if you remembered anything. So can you throw some things out that you remember?
Oh, my gosh. Let's see. You were asking me what shape the bases are in?
Yeah.
And I would have to say a diamond.
Good job.
I never liked baseball that much. Usually, when I was a kid, I used to play baseball, and they would look out in the field and they go, "Where can we put him? That would cause the least harm." So I played a lot of left field.
There have been whole movies made over that.
A lot of left field stuff.
Well, that's what's more American than baseball? That's so much fun.
I know.
So.
And I'll watch it during the final playoffs, the World Series. That's kind of fun.
I love the World Series.
But I'm always doing something while I'm kind of watching a little bit. So anyway.
It's always a good time, and people have been buying tickets. If you make a check, make it out to FPC with Aces Game in the memo line, and you can put it in the offering plate, or you can take it to the office from 9 to 1. All right. Well, missions. Now I have something exciting for missions. I think missions are, exciting is my word. I got to get some new words. But locally, we're praying for Pilgrim Radio this week. And that's a wonderful resource.
Yes.
A lot of people listen to that. Internationally, we are praying for the Imbrox with Mission Aviation Fellowship. Now, here's what's exciting about that. Do you remember, not that long ago, there was the man who had been taken captive, and we prayed for him for many months.
Yes, I do remember.
And he was separated from his family, and then he did get back with his family. So, I have to tell you first off, Charlene. Charlene is the go-between for Mission Aviation Fellowship and our church. She's on the mission committee, and she has printed some of what I'm about to show you. And so if you want some, Charlene will have them out, I believe, in the narthex. And if they run out and you want more, then we can easily print those for you. And I goofed this up because if I can goof something up, I will goof it up. I will. Like, every time I go, I got this, I understand what I'm doing, God's like, right.
Especially if there's buttons involved. Oh, his wrong button again.
I think that I know. So, they have a free devotional now. It is a 5-day devotional, Faith Under Fire, a devotional of trust, strength, and deliverance featuring the true story of MAF missionary pilot Ryan Coer. This is the gentleman we were praying for. And I printed it incorrectly is all I did. But this is a hefty, free 5-day prayer devotional. It is, how many pages long? 80 pages long. So this is a really hefty, it tells a lot of his story. It's got some letters that he wrote to his wife, and it's all free. Now I did
real life stories.
By the way, this one's for you. I printed
thank you.
2, so this one's free, even though it's printed incorrectly.
You know what? I'm happy with whatever copy.
You'll just think of me, oh, it's goofed up. Sherry did it.
I'll go, where's 3? Page 3. I'm sorry. This is a wonderful story.
It
the
is.
hardships. I can't imagine.
Especially because we prayed so fervently for them, and I was glad to hear Charlene had already printed out some copies. It is completely free, of course. They do ask for donations. I went ahead and I gave a little donation because I thought that was important. And if you happen to not be, you can go online to MAF and you can just download your own copy there. But if you want to give a donation and you are not technologically inclined, they also have their P.O. box, and we can get you that information too because I think it's so important. So anyways, this is definitely something you're going to want, and wonderful to be able to lift them up in prayer.
And I guess we've come to the very end of our presentation today.
We have.
It's time to wrap it up.
It is. Now, I will say I do have one more special video that's going to happen after the end card. Kind of the word of encouragement. Well, because today is July 3rd, and some of you may be even watching this tomorrow on Independence Day.
Anyway, I think it'd be wonderful if you would like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and do pass on the word that we have this weekly show.
Absolutely.
And if you've enjoyed what we've been doing in Aunt Betty's studio, please let us know.
Right. And again, we have so many new people. You may be sitting next to somebody in the pew and you're watching this every week and they don't know about it. So maybe just ask them, hey, are you getting the midweek announcements? Let's make sure to get those people signed up. We've been doing that, and let's make a real campaign to get more people in there.
Well, it sounds so good, and thanks for allowing me to be with you today.
Well, thank you for spending time with me today. It's been wonderful.
And we'll be glad to see Stuart back.
We will. But you did an amazing job, and I enjoyed the time. So thank you to everybody. Have a wonderful, happy 4th of July. Enjoy your barbecues and your fireworks, or however it is you choose to celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Did you see my brain just leave the track? It was like it just derailed.